Hi everyone, I'm Misha. I would like to welcome you to Chapter 3, The Yellow Emperor's Classic of Medicine in the Modernized World. Hello, in the opening chapters of the HDNJ, the 5 elements describe how life energy flows through us. Wood lever governs growth and direction. When balanced, you feel motivated and emotionally fluid. When blocked, frustration and irritability arise. Fireheart expresses connection and vitality. It brings joy, clarity, and presence. But excess leads to anxiety and restlessness. Earth spleen centers and nourishes. It transforms food and experiences into energy, grounding the body and mind. Imbalance shows as overthinking, heaviness, and poor digestion. Metal lung energy teaches that life flows best when we learn to release, refine, and realign. Together, they shape emotional balance, physical health, and how we live in harmony. Let's begin Chapter 3.5 Water Elements. To present the 5 elements Wuxing from the wisdom of the HDNJ in a modernized world, the key is to translate ancient philosophy into daily life, leadership, wellness, and emotional balance. The HDNJ describes the human body and the universe through 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. These are not just philosophical ideas. They are patterns of energy that explain how life grows, transforms, stabilizes, refines, and renews. In today's modern world, where stress, speed, and technology dominate our lives, the 5 elements provide a map back to balance. Each element represents a function in nature, a system in the body, and a quality in human life. When these elements are balanced, health, clarity, and harmony emerge. When they fall out of balance, we experience burnout, anxiety, fatigue, and disease. Let's translate the 5 elements into the language of modern living. Chapter 3.5, The 5 Elements, Water Energy. In the HDNJ, water energy is not just an element. It is the origin of life itself. It represents the deepest layer of our existence, the part of us that is born before personality, before identity, before conditioning. It is the invisible substance that determines how we grow, age, reproduce, and ultimately how long we can sustain life. Water is about survival, but not in a reactive way. It is about endurance. It is the quiet intelligence in the body that knows when to conserve, when to retreat, when to rebuild. Unlike fire, which expresses, or wood, which expands, water withdraws inward. It stores, it protects, it preserves. Let me explain it. In Chapter 1 and 2, I talk about heaven and human, yin and yang. In HDNJ, every element has a yin-yang organ pair. Water element corresponds to human body, kidneys. A yin organ that focuses on store essence, govern growth, aging, reproduction, and anchor your willpower. The bladder is the functional partner of the kidney. A yang organ controls water pathways in the body, stores and excretes urine, helps regulate fluid balance and detox. In HDNJ, the kidneys are the core of water energy. Kidney is your life battery. Once drained, everything weakens. In today's fast-paced world, it's not that we lack capacity, it's that we carry too much. We hold our thoughts, we hold our stress, we hold our emotions, and sometimes, quite literally, we even hold our urine. Not because we want to, but because we are always rushing, always prioritizing something else over our body. And over time, this creates more than physical discomfort. It creates internal pressure. We think we are being productive, but in reality, we are slowly disconnecting from our body's intelligence. Water is not just about organs, it is about how you manage your life energy. Kidney teaches conservation. Bladder teaches release. Together, they form a rhythm: hold, use, release, restore. Hi there, this is the most important insight. In HDNJ, water energy teaches us something most people forget. It's not about how much energy you have, but how well you store and manage it. The kidney holds your life essence. The bladder decides what to release. When you lose this balance, you don't just feel tired, you feel lost at your core. From a deeper perspective, when water element is out of balance, we are no longer feel safe and smooth. Hi there, this is the end of chapter 3.5, Water Element. I hope you truly enjoy what I just shared earlier on this topic. In summary, life is sustained not by what you hold, but by what you are able to release. The wisdom of water reminds us, release is not weakness, release is regulation. Just as the kidneys store your life essence, the bladder ensures that what is no longer needed can live safely and smoothly. Without release, storage becomes burden. Without flow, life becomes pressure. This is the end of 5 elements.